In the year 2000, Survivor debuted.
You are witnessing 16 Americans begin an adventure that will forever change their life.
They were ripped from their lives back home, stripped of food, stripped of shelter. Now, 20 years later, social media has the world connected more than ever. But what happens if that all goes away? What happens when you're stripped of likes, stripped of validation? What happens when you could only rely on yourself? Time to download the first 4 players.
Hi, my name is Rochelle. What else do you need to know, bitch? I'm gonna win this game. Like, you know what I mean, bitch. Okay, so a little bit about myself is I'm 21. I'm a student. I do my own hair. Book me, bitch.
Hello everyone, my name is Dilman and I'm a postgraduate student from Asia. Right now I'm studying abroad, trying to live the independent life, and I'm a really shy person, but I'm also very friendly and very approachable. What else? I'm not that athletic, but I did play some soccer in high school and college before.
Hey, what's up? My name's CJ. I'm 20 and I'm from Florida. I like to watch Survivor. I like competition type shows. So when I saw that, this was going to be something like that, I definitely decided to pursue this opportunity. I'm very grateful and I'm very happy to be a part of the experience.
What is up? It's your boy, Josh Fan Guy, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. I am going to go by Fan Guy in this game. That is my real last name. It's also the name of my YouTube show, The Ultimate Fan Guy, which is completely appropriate because I happen to be a fan of virtually anything and everything one can be a fan of. I run karaoke shows for a living, so my job would currently be a karaoke host / DJ. I spent 10 years playing professional poker, so my life has pretty much revolved all around games. I love games. I love to watch them. I love to play them. And, this seems like a really cool opportunity to use my skill sets.
Reality shows I watch would be Survivor, of course, The Apprentice, The Amazing Race, and singing competitions, reality shows. Yeah, because I watch a lot of singing competitions as well, like The Voice and American Idol.
I've always dreamed bigger, wanted to do something cool and different with my life, and I haven't had the self-esteem or the will or drive to do that until recently. I recently lost a ton of weight. I was up at 320 pounds. I am now down to 230 pounds over the past 6 to 7 months. So it's like 90 pounds in like 6 months, which is quite a bit. I finally feel good about myself, and so I'm trying to live out some of my dreams right now, trying to catch up on a lot of lost time that I've in a lot of ways wasted. And doing this just seems like a really cool new chapter of life, something to break up the monotony and possibly, I don't know, get my footing in something. So this just seems like the bee's knees.
My strategy is I'm really friendly and I'm nice and I'm a piece of pie. So I'm just gonna be friends with everybody, and then they're gonna trust me because everyone trusted me in the beginning, so they're gonna trust me throughout the game. And then at the end, me and my best friend in the game are gonna go to the top. Like, there is no real strategy. I just want to be friends with everybody, and then everyone's gonna love me and want me to stay regardless.
My usual strategy coming into like orgs or camps is mostly like a social game, but I do employ some stealthy tactics as well, just to make sure, or just to secure my spot. And because my game is mostly social, the people I wish to work with would be people who are genuine or loyal and are true about being with me. And people who are hardest to trust would be the people because I'm a very gullible person, and also I take people at face value, so whatever they say I easily trust. But for me, the people that are hardest to trust would be people who are inconsistent.
Hopefully I just find really nice, dope ass people to align with. I don't really have a strategy going in. At the end of the day, for me, I like to go with the flow, so the people won't matter. Like, I'm really in it for myself, but if I have to align myself with people, I guess the strongest looking one, you know when you go to a jail and they say you gotta beat up the biggest bitch in there, that's what I'm gonna do. But like the opposite, I'm gonna befriend the biggest person and then everyone's gonna love me.
My strategy is to get an alliance of people fairly early in the game and use our numbers to pick off people. The thing about that strategy that you really have to be careful with is playing too hard too fast. If you play too hard too fast and people find out about it, you will be the numero uno target. So you kind of need to plant seeds in people's brains and make them think that it's their idea. That way you're not the person who came up with the idea, but yet you're accomplishing your goals. So my strategy is going to be to get a strong group of people together early.
I hope I make a friend for life, and then we're gonna go to the end together, and then at the end she's gonna be like, or he or she will be like, Rochelle, I want you to win. No, I'm joking. But at the end, may the best bitch win, but it's gonna be me, so.
Alright, to start this off, you can call me Ebarka. That's Ebarka. A little about myself, I'm an energetic gamer who loves survival games, loves survival shows, and I'm very social when it comes to webcams and online. So there you go. I'm perfect. At least for this. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm perfect. No, I'm not gonna call myself perfect. I'm a little self-conscious, but ignore that part.
Hey guys, Infinity here, and that is the name I'm going to be going by for the survival game online. My real name is Lynn Winkle, but I wanted to promote my stage name. A little bit about myself. I am a DJ. I'm also a singer, a saxophonist, an actor, and a dancer and a model. I really love being involved in any type of creations. I love art. I don't know, I just love being out there and having a great time, so I was super thrilled to find out about this new opportunity. So I'm hoping to make some alliances and make sure that this is a really fun game.
Hey, my name's Aspen, I'm 25 years old, and I just moved from the East Coast to West Coast to follow my dreams. I made the big leap. I drove a week across the country, seen some amazing, beautiful places. So now I live on the Oregon coast and I'm able to follow my dreams. I am a music producer, so I like to create music. I play a few instruments. I love making beats. That is my passion.
Hi everybody, my name is Levi and I will be featured on this new Survivor web series. I just wanted to start off by saying a little bit about myself and what my role is and just kind of where I come from. So my name is Levi, of course, like I said before. I'm from a little town in Indiana, just near Anderson University. I don't know if any of the viewers know where that is. But I am currently a freshman in college at Bethel University in Mishawaka, Indiana. I'm a double major in music and liberal arts with a concentration in theater, economics, and Spanish.
Yes, reality shows. I love The Amazing Race. That is something that I've always wanted to be a part of, and I think it is fantastic. So I'm excited to do a little bit of practice here on this online game that we're doing right now.
So I watch all reality TV. I love reality TV, but my favorite reality TV shows would have to be Survivor, obviously, hands down. I'm a super fan, and Amazing Race. One day I want to go on both of those shows. I hope that me and my girlfriend can be the first African-American lesbian winners of Amazing Race, and I hope I can be a Survivor winner because I know I'm going to win this Survivor game, and so that's just going to get me pumped up and have something to beef up my resume when I go on Survivor. I am a Sandra Survivor super fan. She is my idol. That's who I will be playing this game after. So this one is for you, Sandra, in case you ever see it.
I watch a lot of competition reality shows, actually. I thoroughly enjoyed Silent Library when that was on MTV. I enjoyed that, and Wipeout. I loved Wipeout too. Those are kind of just, I mean, this is quite different from that, but I really love those TV shows growing up. But since I'm a broke college student, I tend to not watch TV as much anymore just because I can't afford it. So
My initial strategy for going into the game, though, is get to know people. Get to know who they are, what kind of people they like, what kind of people they dislike. It's just, I kind of feel my way around everywhere else, I kind of want to feel the waters.
Going into the game, my strategy is pretty much like poker. I think playing the player. I also I'm used to improvising and just kind of figuring things out as I go. So I think also, honestly, part of my strategy is just going to kind of wing it and just see where it takes us. Something about me, I'm always doing something different. So for example, tonight I'm at Zenith Vineyards. I'm about ready to perform tonight. And so where I'm going to make my videos is going to be all different types of venues and things like that. So it'll be kind of fun to see where this takes us.
So going into the game, my strategy is simple. Keep a low profile right into the end until I need to punch it, give it all the gas, and get to the finish line. I don't want to seem like I'm trying to call all the moves and be a dictator, and I don't want to seem like I'm sitting back and not doing nothing. So I gotta play the middle just right. That's my game. Play the middle, play the middle, play the middle. Ride that thing on out, baby.
My strategy going into this game is honestly just to survive. I know that's kind of probably the main goal here, but
The kind of people I hope to align with, other people like me who just want to do their best and want to encourage others, and kind of, really anybody. I'm a very versatile person. I can get along with anybody. But the type of people I have a hard time trusting is closed-minded people, because that kind of leaves me in the dry of trying to come up with conversation, trying to find out what they like, because they're so closed-minded and closed-centered, closed person, I can't really get anywhere with them. So if I had to choose someone I don't get along with, I trust the least, it'd be closed-minded people.
So in the game, straight up, I'm just aligning with people that keep it 100. I only want to be in an alliance with somebody I can trust. I want them to be trustworthy. I obviously want to know that if they tell me they're gonna do something, they're gonna do it. I don't want nobody to stab me in my back, So that's things I'm thinking about as I'm forming alliances and friendships with people is, will this person stab me in the back later on down the line? Because that's the most important question, honestly. Let's be real here.
I will have a hard time trusting people that are very transparent. If I know things, those people will know things as well, and I don't like that.
And I'd say for people who I have a hard time trusting, I'd say anybody who's fake. Just anybody who doesn't give like an authentic vibration. I'm super into just like people who are positive. I'd say I do not get along with people who are super negative and I don't know, are kind of shysters, but at the same time I kind of like those people too. So we'll see how this goes. Like I'm just super open at this point.
I can't wait to start this Survivor game and to outwit, outplay, and outlast all of y'all. Let's go. Taking it straight to the finish line.
Hello there, my name is Michael. I am a criminal justice studying for that degree. So I'm interested in like law and that sort of stuff. It's hard to describe myself because I'm not really like an interesting person. Like, that sounds so mean to myself, but it's kind of true. Like, I don't, my hobbies are like the most basic, boring shit. Like, oh, I like video games. Like, ooh, I can talk about that for hours. Like,
my name is Dazed. You can also call me Chris because that's my real name. Dazed is my name that I go by on a lot of message boards that I frequent. It's actually a name that originated on an astrology message board, Day Scorpio. There you go. I'm a medical professional. I recently turned 33 in October. I love trashy television and strategy games.
My name is RJ, which is I go by my stage name. One of the things I love to do, I love anime, video games. I don't watch a lot of TV. I usually play video games or I just keep myself busy because I don't really watch a lot of TV, mainly movies.
Hi, I'm Karen. I'm from Rhode Island. I have not watched too many of these reality survival type games. I've seen them before, but I haven't really, watched many after time. But I have seen them.
my history with Survivor started in Blood vs. Water, the first season I ever saw. I loved it a lot, so I wouldn't really call myself a super fan until like after Game Changers. I couldn't tell you exactly when I joined the org community, but I did. I started off on not the right foot, and ever since then I sort of just continued on making myself more and more of a caricature of myself.
I like game shows. I like watching competitions. I like watching people figure out the inner workings of the psychology and sociology of things that are going on around them. I wish I had the athletic ability to do that. I don't, so here I am. Reality show addiction started with the Real World Road Rules Challenge. I think a lot of us dealt with that unless you're like born, like the 90s. Maybe you didn't see all that or you were too young to see it. But that faded for a bit, and then I stumbled upon somebody I recognized from college classes at the University of Arkansas that I saw on Big Brother on CBS, and that was Brittany Haynes. And I was like, what? Like, she gave me all types of shit and organic chemistry classes.
I once watched Naked and Afraid, which is kind of like a survival game. So I pick up like a few things, or like I watch different shows. Like this, I used to watch like Total Drama Island, which is kind of like a survival game, you know.
So I guess we'll get into the strategy, which is I am a very aggressive player a lot of the time when I'm playing orgs. And I think I say this all the time, so I'll take it at face value, as I'm going to try and dial back my personality and my, like, I don't want to say viciousness, but, you know, dial it back.
I don't really know who's going to be in my group. Haven't met anyone yet. I don't know who will be like my opponents and who will be my teammates. I'm hoping to play with, you know, a good strategy, get to know people, and maybe see what they feel their outcome's going to be.
My strategy going to the game, like I kind of figure like this: like you want to go for the smart people, but you can't just be dimwit and just go with anyone. Otherwise, they'll be smarter than you, and you're not gonna see it coming when they backstab you, because it's a survival game. Only one survives.
I have a weird history with like social game. It's like a lot of the time people hate me, like vehemently, and a lot of the time people really like me, like are willing to draw rocks for me, put their life on the game on the line for me, you know, play an idol for me, alienating themselves sort of deal. You know, I could do that. But I also have people who work tirelessly to get me out of the game. And I don't want to be that polarizing. But I think I just am.
Type of people I'm online with, I want variety, because, you know, I want to keep my group small. Because, like, when you have a big circle, you know, things can happen. It's always good to have a small circle. People you trust more. Feel like you get to know the person if you're, like, probably, like, 3 or 4 instead of, like, 8. Because, you know, if it's just 3 or 4, you know, you get to know each other better. Get a better connection, you know. Like, you have to have good leader qualities. Like, you can't leave people in the dark or just, like, not give them any information. I can't work with people like that. Like, I have to be involved with it.
Honestly, I like to play the villain type games. I want to make people hate me as much as possible so that they will take me as far as possible and not vote me out. I'm not really all that good at the competitions, so the better socially I am, the better manipulating I am, the further people will take me, the better chance I have to getting to the final 2 or 3 and stating my case how I did just that.
People are either going to love or hate me because I'm going to be either a very villainous person or a very heroic person, and it really depends on what hill I choose to die on.
The players are being divided into teams that represent the year 2000, Team Yahoo and Team AOL. The following 5 are from Team Yahoo. The next 5 are Team AOL. The two teams are on separate message boards, but there is also a third message board, a mysterious place. The board of the band. 2 players will start the game here. But more on that later.
So I'm hoping to just take some time, get to know who my teammates are, who the opponents are going to be, and then we'll be able to, I'll be able to see how I'm going to play the game. I guess I'm just going to feel it out, use some gut instinct along the way.
It's hard to really put who I like and who I don't like in a box, because I appreciate different people in different ways. You know, I appreciate people like myself, very outspoken, very over the top in normality, in a different way than I appreciate the very quiet, under the radar person. But I could be best friends with either one of those people.
So in our Team Yahoo, we have, of course, myself, Infinity, Dillman, Ibaka, is that what it is? Karen, and Mike. I've heard from Dillman, Karen, and Mike. So what I can say, I think I've conversed the most with Mike. So I feel like at this point, I have just a little bit more of a connection. So yeah, I definitely say him for sure. It was interesting though, because Dillman and Mike both talked about Discord, which I did not know about. So I'm super happy to like learn new stuff, and I'm definitely gonna check that out tomorrow, guys, because who doesn't need more social media in their life, right? So yeah, look at the Discord.
So, I had a chance to kind of feel around with my teammates, Dylan, Infinity, Karen, and Mike, and I did learn a few things. Mike I'm getting along with. He's pretty cool. He responds quickly. He runs, a few businesses. I like the businesses. I'm a businessman myself. And Infinity, I'm watching you, the music person. Dillman, I didn't really get to, talk to you as much. And Karen, I didn't get to talk to you much either. And I apologize for that, but I will get to you as fast as possible. I've just been super busy.
I think Dillman is the best. He's my closest.
And anyone in mind to make an alliance with yet? That's really hard to say because it's so new. I do not know what people's mindsets are at and who would be a good fit. So I am open, but I definitely like people who put themselves out there and just are willing to think about things that you're not told how to think, if you know what I mean. You guys, some of you might know.
A person, 2 people I have in mind to make an alliance with is, Infinity, because she's music, and I like music, and Mike, obviously business, and I like those 2 best of all. They seem like good people, they seem like good characters, to have on the team.
Who have I connected to? The answer would be mainly Infinity and Dillman are the only people I've actually had like a real conversation with. Ibarka actually too. The people I've actually talked to really, I haven't had a chance to speak to Karen. If I was making an alliance with anybody, it would be Dillman. I sort of already have, I didn't put it, but let's make an alliance for it.
Each team had polls to answer. Team Yahoo voted Dillman as least trustworthy. They also voted like. Because of this, Dillman got to like someone, which gave someone a clue to an advantage. He liked Mike.
We talked about what happened with the voting and how he got least trustworthy, which was not me, because I actually forgot to vote on the people poll. I didn't forget. I just didn't want to make myself a target, so I was gonna like wait and hopefully talk to people, and nobody really talked to me, so I wasn't about to like put myself out there and be like, oh, well, I voted you for least trustworthy because of this, and then I had to like explain myself if people didn't have. And he said, oh yeah, I sent you the advantage, I sent you the like, and the advantage of being the idle or advantage clue, which was very helpful. It nails it down to Italy. That nails it down like a lot. But he said, oh, I'm the one who sent you the clue. And I said, fantastic, I appreciate the clue. I'll tell you what, here's the clue. It's a football club in Italy. I'm guessing Roma. Don't guess Roma. You know, you get something, you tell me. I get something, I tell you. We'll narrow it down together, you know. That's an alliance, essentially, without saying the words alliance. My guess for the advantage is Roma Football Club.
I get along with virtually everyone. Like if you looked at my circle of friends, I have friends of all ages, all different races, religions, body types. Yeah, I get along with everybody. And I think it's because just the way I grew up. I've been really, like I said, I've recently lost 90 pounds in the past 6 months. So I finally have the confidence to try to do something like this. I was lacking self-esteem for a long time, and it kept me from trying to pursue my dreams. And now that I feel better about myself, I'm ready to try to make some cool things happen with my life. And I think having that perspective of being a severely overweight guy that was ripped on for most of my life because of it, it gives me a different perspective than most with regards to that kind of stuff. I've been on both sides of it, you know. I see how much differently I'm treated now just because I've lost some weight and I'm the same person, you know. I obviously I do have a little more confidence, and I know that's part of it, but society can be really mean. So I tend to be pretty compassionate towards people, pretty accepting of people, and I think that makes people gravitate towards me.
I consider myself to be pretty a people's person, you know. I like to meet different people. I like to, you know, have fun, join people, but, you know, I definitely feel like I do have a winning streak in me that people don't know about, and I feel as though people would underestimate me, and I think that's my biggest strength. The type of people that I would align with are, I guess, people who come off as real and people who are trustworthy, but you never know because, you know, everybody looks out for themselves at the end of the day.
I actually like my team for the most part. I think we did definitely get out to a little bit of a slow start. People didn't really hit the ground running, but in honesty, we don't really know a lot of us know what to expect out of this whole experience. So I could see where a few people might have been a little apprehensive to contribute too much too early. You know, one of my strategies was going to be to not really try to come out too hard too fast, but everyone else being super distant and non-communicative, is that a word, has definitely sprung me into a little bit quicker action than I intended on doing.
Alright, so it's been a day, and we got to meet all our teammates. Automatically, Fan God just jumped out and put himself out there, which I kind of like. You know, that was kind of cool. He just told everybody about himself and what he had going on, and, you know, then Rachel followed suit, and then me, and so us three kind of had a bond from the beginning.
So Aspen, I like Aspen a lot. I think it probably has something to do with her working on a cannabis farm and me being such a cannabis fan for so many years, and even considering going into that business for myself. I've actually quit smoking recently, but you know, I've always gravitated to people like that. So I think she and I, as well, not to mention she's a huge fan of some of the same reality shows I am. So we both like reality shows, and we were talking about that. I definitely did DM her. She responded. We have a connection over the Survivor things. I kind of talked to her about maybe starting an alliance. She is 100% game. Matter of fact, I kind of just mentioned it. She jumped all over it, so I kind of hope maybe, it was a mutual idea, even if it was my idea. I want it to seem like it was a mutual idea, so that because I just don't want to be the figurehead that people are going to go after.
So me, Fanguy, and Rachel all decided to be in an alliance. Me and Rachel bonded over both being from North Carolina. We Carolina girls, so that kind of secured a little alliance for us.
Aspen, she's really cool. I like her. She seemed like really chill, and that's my vibe, bro. I know I seem like a lot, but I'm pretty chill in real life, so I like her. I think we can be besties for real.
With Fanguy, we just both were Survivor super fans. We bonded over watching this season of Survivor. So,
who's the other people? Levy. He's okay. I don't know him because he was late, which is fine because shit, I was gonna be late too. But we haven't talked much because he's been working too. But hopefully that changes soon.
So Rochelle, I like a lot. She's the other person other than me who stepped up at the beginning of the game, took some initiative to try to get some team cohesion going. She also seems like a cool person. She's a fan of also some other reality shows I like a lot, and we both hate the person who won the last season of one of them. So I think we bonded over that just because we apparently think the same people are turd nuggets. I definitely like Rochelle. I like her initiative. I think she's also cool, and I think me, her, and Aspen are at least going to run things from AOL. I believe that's going to be the triumvirate, if you will, is going to be me, Aspen, and Rochelle, and they seem to be pretty close. So that's a situation I definitely need to be cognizant and very aware of, that those two are very close. So in a situation where it got down to us three, I would definitely need to try to get immunity maybe. Because I think they're going to be a little closer than I am to them. But I don't know, maybe not Aspen, I don't know. But I think that, that, but I'm not worried about that right now. Right now, I like them both. I want to work with them both as far as we can go.
Yeah, Fanguy, I talk to him a lot. He's a talker. I like talkers too. I like them all, bitch, but I like Fanguy because he really be typing shit, and he don't keep the conversation dry like some people, which is a good transition to CJ. He don't talk at all. He didn't message literally nobody, I think. So I don't know what that's about. We're supposed to be a team. How are we supposed to be a team if you don't talk to nobody? But alright.
CJ is the only person who has not responded to my direct message. CJ is the only person who has not really posted anything on the board or anything on the intros or anything. It's just like a bad flashback to high school where I had to do people's work for them. And I'm just too old for that now.
Yeah, people think I'm leading with Fanguy. I hope not, because I'm not really a leader. But I feel like I have to, because no one's fucking been talking. Like, we are supposed to be a team, bitch. And how are we supposed to be a team if no one's talking to each other? Like, I gotta talk. So that's that on that. But hopefully it's not just me, because I can't do it. Like, it's gotta be a team effort, honey. I'm a team player. There's gotta be a team effort. All right.
CJ is catching heat, which is why they voted him least trustworthy. But they also voted Cher, and inadvertently shared a clue to an advantage with CJ. REJ and Dazed are on the board of the band. On this board, nothing is ever as it seems. First up is REJ. He will get to choose his own team. But there is a catch. Survivor has the legacy advantage. Online survival has the legacy disadvantage.
What do I think of the board of the band? I think that's like for people, like, is it that thing where if you get voted off, you go there, and or if there's like new people introduced, they come from there. And I don't really mind it. I don't really care, to be honest with you. Hopefully it works in our favor, because maybe there's more eccentric people like me. Okay.
So the new player, I just don't have no thoughts about him yet. I don't really know how to feel. I guess we'll see. They really hadn't tried to introduce themselves or nothing, so we don't know. No new friends. And I think that the board of the band is just where everybody goes that gets voted out. And honestly, it's probably gonna be the people handing me over my $1 million Survivor check. So good luck, guys, but glad I'm not there.
The new player, I can't really pronounce their name. Ari J. I haven't talked to them. They haven't talked, but I mean, hopefully we do soon. I don't care. The more people, the better, to be honest with you. I got no problems with it. So that's that on that.
I'm glad we got a new player. I think it's kind of a bad omen almost that we're probably gonna lose this first challenge because you know, we got padded with an extra player, which means we're probably gonna lose one. I don't know.
We got some work to do, but hopefully I feel like we'll still make a good team. They gave us like 15 countries and 5 different pictures of those countries. I Googled the 15 different countries, and I was trying to get a vibe of what that country was all about because I am not good at geography, to be honest with you. And I don't really know countries. I don't travel. I don't got money. So I didn't know. So I was like, this picture kind of look Canadian. And yeah, it didn't really go that well because I only got one right. But I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Alright, so for the guessing game, the first challenge, it was hard. It really was. I am by no means, I don't know geography that well. I hadn't been outside the United States except for once in the 8th grade to go to Japan for summer camp. But other than that, I hadn't really traveled to different countries, and it just was pictures of countries, and I had to put the countries with their places, so.
Bitch, the fuck? What was that, bro? What was it? Like, really let me know, because I mean, I guess I kind of understand Levy because he probably was working. Shit, I was working. But CJ got no excuse because he asked a question to the admin before the game started. So I was like, how do you ask a question before the game starts and then not show up to the game? Like, bitch, come on, bro. Like, get it together. Shit. Goddamn, like, fuck, shit.
So, the first one's a wilderness. I'm like, fuck wilderness. I'm skipping over that. Then we get to the second one, and I don't remember exactly what they were. There was one that had Greek letters in it, and I said, yeah, Greek letters. That's Greece. Where else could it be? It's Greece. Another one had ruins that were only in, I believe, Thailand. I looked up, ruins from I started, narrowing down, which countries have ruins that look like this. Mexico? No, it doesn't look like an Inca ruin. Malaysia? No. Thailand? I think that's Thailand. So I said Thailand. Peru, I googled the sign. The sign was college in Peru. That actually took a lot of scrolling because all the results were in Portuguese or Spanish, whatever they speak in Peru. So it took me a little while, but I got it. It was the first thing I got actually because I'm like, a sign I can read besides Greek letters. And then the last one, I believe. I saw there was a taxi cab, and I looked up England. It looked like some European country. I'm like, England taxi cab? No, I don't think so. And I looked up Irish taxi, and what do you know? All the Irish taxis on Google Images are that exact taxi. So I'm like, that's an Irish taxi. That must be Ireland. So that's essentially how I beasted the challenge for my tribe. Infinity was 30 seconds late, and it was probably only because I spam messaged Infinity that they showed up at all. If they had just been a little quicker.
It kind of sucked for me because I was given the wrong time zone, and so I literally missed the answers for our team by 45 seconds, so that was kind of a bummer.
Infinity just doesn't know time zones. I get being a little confused, but with something like this, I check it multiple times. I'm it's EST, right? It's CST, right? Okay, what's CST in my time? So that I can just auto-correct it in my head. It's just a time zone. They exist.
Being chosen for the game. I am a strong, enthusiastic gamer. So it is honored for me to get picked. Thank you for picking me, and sorry for the hair, it looks terrible. But thanks for picking me. I'm gonna do my very best.
So I had never played Bubble Spinner before, and it definitely took me a few tries to get going at it. Matter of fact, the first few, so when I first started playing, it was not really going my way, and so rather than trying to finish games, because I knew I had a really strict time limit to do it with, I was just hitting restart, and kind of waiting for kind of a good start. And then I finally found one around maybe like 10 or 15 minutes into the challenge. I finally like found a good one that kind of got on a groove early with. And then I screenshotted that and saved it.
I'm gonna win this. I love games. I love mindless bubble spitters. It's time for this.
Shocking. Very shocking, because it was only me and Aspen working together, I guess. I mean, we are the only ones who guessed. So, and we both only got one right. So I was like, honey, we're not doing so good. But apparently it was good enough. And that's all that matters to me.
We did good. I'm glad we won. I didn't think we would. Me and Rachel both got one right, but really it came down to Fangod winning that game for us. So shout out to him for being a good video gamer. Well, we are the only three that showed up for the challenge. So yeah, I don't really have any thoughts about the other guys because they hadn't came to the party. They don't really make themselves known. So it is what it is, I guess. But I got my alliance.
I'm thinking the way we win this challenge is I would nominate myself for the video game and do the picture part, because I could have done both. I got those pictures done like that.
When it comes to logical games, I'm not the highest IQ, but I'm still trying. And we lost. Okay, I understand. We all, everyone gotta lose some at some point. No one's a winner constantly, because if you're always winning, you can't really appreciate when you lose. If you're always winning, you can't really appreciate the good. So I'm gonna take this loss and I'm gonna make sure we get better from it, we learn from it, just do our best for the next time, because there will be a next time and we will claim that victory.
So obviously for me, if I was able to get my answers in, we wouldn't have lost. I don't believe. I know that Ibarka didn't win that bubble game that he did, but I think with my points added in, we would have won. So a little bummed about that, but there's always next time. So I'm going to be positive with that.
The funny thing being, doing the math, they got the 10 points for winning the video game challenge. They only got 2 points from the picture guessing game, which could both be from one person and it could be from multiple person. So they're struggling just as bad as we are. They just won the more important part of the challenge. But I could have negated that if Infinity had posted quicker. I'm frustrated that we lost that because it was all me. It was all me. And I put in work, I solved it quickly. I did well. That could make me a threat.
So we did have one teammate who did not even bother to show up, and that was Karen. And I have talked to Dillman and Mike. We're all in agreement that she should probably be the one voted out. So there has been that discussion already.
Karen should be on the outs. Didn't show up for the challenge. Has yet to talk to me at all. I don't see why she would stay. Yeah, of course, it's Survivor. Crazier things have happened.
Who I think would be voted off? Me, because I would take the blame for the loss of the game.
Or if Karen shows up and turns out to actually have a valid excuse and know what she's doing, then someone else might feel the wrath of fucking up the challenge that badly.
nice finally meeting y'all like on live.
Yeah,
Same.
I feel like us three could like actually win this if we band together.
So that is officially the first lie that I have told in this game.
And like Fangirl said, you know, I didn't get a chance to talk to anybody about the vote either. So it's like, I have no idea what's going on. You know, I don't even know who I'm voting for at this point.
Do you have a clear leader at this point?
Yeah, I think we do. It's Fangirl.
I'll be real. I have considered every single person on my team to vote out tonight.
Karen is the scariest player I've ever met in my entire life.
Mike, he's been a great help with me, 100%.
There's a lot of advantages in the game. Are you afraid, or do you think that one might be used tonight?
Do I think one might be used tonight? I mean, you never know.
Well, Infinity, with the board of the band still in play, does that make it harder to vote someone out?
Oh my god, that's a really good question.
I didn't choose to vote for you until after the fact, when you lit me up, started being condescending to me after the tribal. That's when I finally said, fuck this.
No, you didn't. You didn't say none of that. Like, you didn't hit me up.
Can I ask you to stop yelling and screaming at me?
Drama is what makes the show, so I think it's pretty awesome.
Tell me what this means. Okay, I'm an Aries.
Uh-oh.
What? So I'm just like, it's your time. It's your time to go. I think you wanted to go, so just go.